Sometimes it requires you go back to the drawing board and begin again with an unorthodox, different approach. Basically, you're not going to align yourself with any conventional method or means or system or process. What you will do is you will find that by leaving yourself open to any experience of a high vibrational nature, not being specific about any one or two or three, just all of them combined, you're freeing yourself from that conventional mentality that you have to stay in a set system. Now you're fluid. In that sense, you're thinking in a completely different manner, unorthodox, avant garde. So, therefore, you're not expecting any type of particular resolution to look what they would call normal, or to assume any type of pattern of normalcy or conformity, like it has to conform to the alignment of your ego. It has to look a certain way. What you would call a regular resolution, something that is recognizable and identifiable. In this sense, you're trapping yourself. You're leaving yourself vulnerable to it always having to be that way. And you're always going to look for it. So when you don't see it, you'll get upset, you'll lower your vibration, and you'll just keep spinning your wheels. What you want to do to avoid this is that you just want to free yourself from any set system, any established type of process that has to follow an order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has to look like this. It has to go this way. That's how it has to be. It must, the process must be initiated by this, and this is the sequence, and that's the program. That's how it operates. You don't want to do that with the manifesting process. What you want to do is you just want to be open to sending and receiving signals in a personalized manner that you alone establish, instead of reading from a book or watching a video or going to a seminar or watching a program, or buying somebody's course or whatever it is, and they're telling you it has to look this way, it has to appear this way, it has to go this way. That's why I would totally, it just, I don't give advice, but I would just suggest you totally ignore the law of attraction. It's just all, it's deliberately designed to confuse you, because you're looking for certain things, but they're telling you have to do affirmations, decrees, mantras. You have to envision these things, assume the feelings of the wishes already being fulfilled. Why would you want to assume something you already have? It doesn't make sense. But the premise of this video is, what you want to do is not look for any specific type of resolution. This way, you allow the irregular resolutions to take place. What do I mean by that? Well, it's not going to look anything recognizable by the definition or standard set by your ego. But the universe doesn't work like that. The universe is going to send it to you any which way it can, the best way it feels that it can, and it's also going to offer you the highest quality of whatever you're asking for. And sometimes even 10 times more amazing than what you even have envisioned for yourself. So when you can establish the fact that the universe should not be pigeonholed or constricted or confined to any limited system or set of beliefs, or type of value you have, or type of thing you've envisioned it to be, or it has to look this way, now you're freeing yourself from the insanity of that cyclical negative looping pattern you're stuck in. But more importantly, you're letting loose the hands of God and allowing the universe to deliver this thing in unrecognizable ways from expected or unexpected sources. You see what I'm saying? You're not saying, okay, it has to be this way and this way and this way. That's gone. So now you're going to the drawing board and saying, listen, I'm essentially going to create something that has no set system to it. It's fluid, it's adaptable, it's flexible, and it changes in midstream to adapt to any fluctuations in the vibrational fields of the universe, either volatility, neutrality, active, passive, whatever. You're ready, you're prepared. So in this sense, you are now open to receiving irregular resolutions. And what is an irregular resolution? Meaning that your manifestation will resolve itself in an unrecognizable manner to the eyes of the ego, but it will get done in a manner in due time, divine right time, divine volition, that is conducive to what it is you're asking to have accomplished and have completed in your life, that will be received in something that you can call a gift or a treasure or a blessing. Um, it's going to come to you in any way, shape, or form that the universe can deliver it. Now that you are off of that, it has to look normal and regular and identifiable and recognizable. So now you're thinking in a fluid manner where you're freeing yourself from systems. Even thinking is a set system. You're just being, and that's it. And you're in total acceptance. And you are in a determined state of determined acceptance that no matter how it's delivered, it's fine, and no matter when. So there's no timetable, there's no restrictions, there's no hung up on the descriptions of things. There's no, it has to be this way, or else I'm going to fall apart and have a meltdown. You're free from all that stuff. And that's the beauty of it. That's really the beauty of it, that you now have freed the manifestation process to do its thing in an unorthodox manner by giving you experiences that are unrecognizable through irregular resolutions. This is avant-garde. It's not status quo. And you don't want status quo, because why would you want something that's predictable? Because it's always going to look one way. That means you're not getting anything new arriving in your life. If you really think about it, isn't it great to just improvise on the spot without having to have some sort of script? Or you meet a stranger in the street and you just break into an impromptu conversation and just see where that goes. That's exactly what this is. This is exactly what this is. This is almost like improvisational manifesting. You're making it up as you go along, but you're still having some sort of substantial, solid energies put in there. You're not just like, winging it. You're actually knowing what you're doing, but you don't have any set system. And that is absolutely liberating and absolutely freeing and absolutely just it's extricating. You know what I mean? You just get this sense of oneness, that now you finally return to divinity, which of course is simplicity. But there's no set system to God. God doesn't have a 5-book course in how to manifest this or that. That's all earth stuff. These people here want you to believe that the law of attraction is, whatever type of materials they're selling for it. Books, online courses, webinars, seminars, videos, classes, whatever it is. It's usually the same stuff. And it's always the same routine. And that's why people get frustrated with that stuff. Then they come up with, well, the reason why you're not manifesting, you're doing the affirmations wrong. Well, how could there be anything wrong? Because it should just be that it works the first time. See, this is the inherent problem with these types of things. They don't work at all. You shouldn't encounter any problems with the manifesting process, because if you're manifesting, if you're manifesting, I'm tired. If you're manifesting any type of energy from the purity of your heart, there shouldn't be any set system, and there should be no fragility or delicacy to these things. There shouldn't be anything delicate about them. There should be no tenderness to these things. It should just be just like your destiny, very, very strong and very rugged. Almost like it's utilitarian in a way. It's just, it doesn't look that good, but it's freaking good for you. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but man, is it reliable, dependable, and solid, dedicated, loyal, and devoted. Even not contingent upon the fluctuations of your mood, attitude, temperament, behavior. That's your feelings and emotions, wavy and go all over the place. It's going to be solid no matter what. Once it's set and sent, that should be it. Then the universe will say, okay, listen, we got you, no problem. No matter what you're going to go through on earth, we're going to send it to you no matter what. But it's going to be sent to you in an unorthodox, unconventional, unrecognizable manner through irregular resolutions. It will resolve itself in an unidentifiable form to the eyes of the ego. And this way you're leaving yourself open for crazy magic to happen. It's like this abstract art will just start appearing in front of you everywhere. There's no set order to it. It's just allowing it to happen without saying, it must be this way. It has to be at that time. And I will not accept it unless it's delivered to me exactly the way I've envisioned it. Because you're hung up on the descriptions of it. And you're trying to control the outcome. It's when you consciously detach from the outcome that it will come. Because you're not obsessing. Obsession is a tether, but it's also, it's like, it's an expression of fear. Because if you keep having to iterate to the universe, where is it, where is it, where is it, where, you don't trust. And if you don't have trust, you don't have anything. So in that sense, you're operating all off of a premise of falsehood and disingenuous phoniness, because you're pretending to have faith in source, but you really don't. And I've been there myself. You say one thing, but you mean another, or you think one thing and you do another, and it's just these crisscross, wires that short circuit the whole system, the whole operating mechanism. It just shuts down. So when you free yourself from all of that, and you finally say to yourself, I'm just going to send my energy out and let whatever happens, happens. And it doesn't matter how it's sent and how it arrives and how it's received. And none of it. You're not even thinking about it. You're not obsessing. You're not afraid. You have total and complete confidence. You're in that determined state of being, an unwavering certainty, an unwavering knowing that I have it already. So I know God's got my back. So whatever it gets, when it gets delivered and how is irrelevant. I know I have it already. Because like, here, check it before I end the video. Like, let's say you want, I don't know, let's say you want a custom guitar built for you. And you have this idea, you've already gone on the website, you picked out all the options, the fingerboard, all of it, the fret wire, the pickups, the finish, all of it. And you see this exact thing in the computer that you have already selected and you paid for, and off it goes to the custom shop. The luthiers, they'll build it for you. But when it gets to you, it's not going to look exactly like it did in the computer online. How could it be? And you might be pleasantly surprised that it looks different, but way better. And you're not constricting the universe in doing that as well. Like, it has to be this way or else I'm going to get upset. You're just saying, do what you will and I'll be happy no matter what. And that's where we all need to get to, man, including myself. Because I, like you, am a work in progress. Amen. Have a blessed, wherever you are, day, evening, afternoon. God bless.